whole president is talking about mangoes. He has nothing to talk about. Thank you very much for despising me, because even Jesus was despised. but for me, I was really worried about you people and your parents, because these families are in danger. They have been surviving on free land given by God. That's how they've been fighting. They grow food, they don't have money, all right, or they have little money, but they grow food. Now each generation, the land is becoming smaller. Here in the Ruba area, in the upper area, what is the average land size now? Maracha, all those places. Yes, the other man behind.
Your Excellency, Maracha is around a
quarter an acre. Yes. Some parts of Angola are like that. And you can remember, I was making this alarm 1995. This is 30 years ago. I had started a bit earlier in the Ankara area, but when I had opportunity to talk to the whole of Uganda was 1995. But people don't listen. They don't listen. Then you have all these groups, the churches, the traditional leaders, they are causing more confusion, diverting people's attention. Nobody says, you people listen to this stupid man called Museveni. What is he saying? No, they are not bothered. Instead, they try to dismiss what I'm telling them. I am sure by 1995, situation in Maracha was not so bad. Yeah. But they didn't listen. So now, because now, if you have got, and in some parts of Ankole, it is like that now. For Chinyezi, long ago. So now, we have been having people with disability. Now we have land with disability. Yes, because you have got land which can no longer grow food for the family. What's that? LWD. Created by who? By leaders. All the leaders, even these church people. Because they just enjoy power. People fear them, they think they are talking to God. But they don't hear the people. And they don't listen to we stupid people who have been struggling. They don't say that's a stupid man. What has he been saying? No. Really, I'm not happy with all these groups. But for me, I have no problem. I have already ensured my place in heaven. Because I told you. I told everybody, I put it in writing. Really, I'm very comfortable. So that time, I was assuming 4 acres. 4 acres, you remember what I said, yes, I don't want to repeat it. 1 acre this, 1 acre that. And I came around, in 2018, I came around here, I told you about that booklet, the 4 sectors and the 7 activities. They are not bad. But those who listen, like this man, this group in Kawarore, they say, this is what this man is saying. For us, we no longer have the 4 acres that Museveni is talking about. We only have 1 acre. So let's start now. So they started with 1 acre. And they just, out of my 7, they selected 2. They selected poultry and 0 grazing. And they are doing very well. They are doing very well. So now these Marachas, over 1/4 acre, I appeal to you now, tell the Marachas that you see this old man, He was in Arua. You met him. My proposal now for the Marachas and those people who are like that now, they are quarter acre. In Nyankore it is called Ndunde. One Ndunde is a quarter of an acre. My proposal is to do three things. To do poultry for eggs, do piggery, and you can even look at zero grazing for cows, but using food or animal feed not produced by you. We can organize and we produce, we can organize in these government farms, and we even buy land. Government produces pasture, and these people who have got very little land buy it. Then we have other people who are producing animal feeds for chicken and for pigs and for that, and then buy it. So now these Marachas now can no longer, because of the LWD, land with disability, they can no longer grow the animal feed themselves, or even feed themselves, even feed the family. So I think it's better we consider, you can go and discuss this. You say you saw this old man, as usual he's crazy. and he was saying, please, Marachas, you can no longer grow the food yourselves, but you can buy, because when we say food security, you don't have to grow the food yourself. If you have got money, you can buy the food. So suppose you go and look at this. Suppose because the a quarter acre, you can build the structures there for chicken, for eggs, for pigs, for cows. But now you must buy the food. Buy the food for yourself, but also for the animals you are looking after. Go and think about this. This is the summary I want to give you, because I don't want to talk about this, about that. Mine now is my medicine for the Marachas is zero poultry for eggs, and on a big scale, because you can have many chicken there. In that quarter acre, you can have many chicken there. You can have many pigs. You can have 8 cows, but fed by, all of them fed by food bought from other people. And we can organize that. We can organize institutional farms. I was talking with the bishop here, the Bishop Sabino. The church land, we can make those church, we can have the church lands to grow maize and make animal feeds. So that the church gets income, because they have land all over the places. They make animal feeds. Then the Christians and the Muslims in the village, they buy now. They don't try to make their own animal feed, because they can no longer do it. I can do it on my land. I have land because I have not fragmented it. When your grandfather, Mzee Kaguta, died, he didn't die with the land. The old man went alone. My story is still there as it was. And it will be there even when I'm with Abraham in heaven. So we cannot have a situation where people die with the wealth of the family. There was Mzee Kabuta, he died, everything he had died with him. What sort of society is that? You claim to be a journalist. You must have had families like Henry Ford. Henry Ford was the first, I think, to invent a vehicle or something. You go and look on the internet now. What is the wealth of Henry Ford? Henry Ford died long ago. But each generation is adding on, is adding on. Your job is subtraction and division. That's the only arithmetic you know. Addition and multiplication in Africa, they are not there. They should rub them off from there. What sort of society is this? I'm not happy. And you see all these educated people who have been to Europe. What did you learn there when you went to Europe? Didn't you see how those people are organized? In England, I hear they use, when it comes to inheritance, they would say only the eldest boy inherits. Because they had seen this problem of family wealth disappearing. So they would say only the oldest boy inherits. The other one becomes a reverend. The other one, the third one joins the army. That's how they solved it in Europe, in UK. Check it in Germany how they handle it, inheritance. Check all this because you say you are journalist. And that you have to inform and educate and entertain. How can you entertain when you are ignorant? Inform when you are ignorant. So therefore, last night I would have talked with you the whole night, but I found my people had not properly fumigated. It was full of mosquitoes, and I have no budget for being sick to go in the bed. So that I go in the hospital and put the legs up. When will I do what? So I said, please, if you didn't kill the mosquitoes, I go back to my house. I cancel. I was here killing mosquitoes. I have I killed quite a few of your mosquitoes. I'm very sorry.